skydiving. Here we have a velocity time graph for the motion of a skydiver. Look at this shape. Initially, this is a straight line. That means velocity increases at a steady rate or constant acceleration. Then how this happens? As the skydiver jumps from the plane or the helicopter, he falls under gravity, and initially, if we consider the forces acting on the skydiver, his weight acts down and air drag acts upwards. In the beginning, weight is much greater than the air resistance. So I wrote here D, this is for air drag or the air resistance. And as a result, he is falling under gravity without any disturbance. But I mean, air resistance is comparatively low, therefore he maintains a constant acceleration. But then look at this shape. From A to B, the graph becomes curving. That means acceleration decreases with the time. So why this happens? As the skydiver falls, his speed gradually increases. As the speed increases, drag also increases. Air resistance also increases. So with the time, what happens? This drag will be significant. As the drag increases, he is no more falling under gravity. What I mean, his acceleration keeps decreases. The reason is the resultant force acting upon the skydiver gradually decreases. As a result, acceleration also decreases. Now look at this shape BC. BC is a constant velocity. Actually, this we call this terminal velocity. How velocity is constant? That means weight is fully balanced by the air resistance. So there comes a moment weight is fully balanced by the air resistance, then velocity is constant. As forces are balanced, he has no acceleration, so he is falling with a constant steady speed. We call this terminal velocity. At C, he opens the parachute, and as a result, there's a sudden decrease in velocity. So this is a sudden deceleration. How this happens? When he opens the parachute, his air drag largely increases. There's a huge air drag. As a result, speed is largely dropped. And again from D to E, after falling a certain distance, again he comes to a constant velocity, and this is a safe landing velocity. And from E to F, this is a deceleration because the skydiver lands or he touches the feet to the ground. Again, look at these basic shapes. OA, constant acceleration. AB, decreasing acceleration. BC, terminal velocity. CD, sudden and large deceleration because at C the parachute opens, and as a result air drag largely increases. So D to E, again this is a constant velocity, but this time it's a lower constant velocity, or it's a safe landing velocity for the parachutist. And EF, again he lands. If we consider these values, what I mean, what may be the terminal velocity for a parachutist? This value may be roughly 200 kilometers per hour or around 55 meters per second. So this is a huge value. And what happens to this value if a heavier skydiver jumped? If a heavier skydiver jumps, he takes a longer time to reach the terminal velocity. This is how the graph varies for a skydiver with a greater mass. In the beginning, as the previous graph, it's not change. He's falling under gravity with constant acceleration, but this continues for a greater time and again curving, and he reaches a higher constant velocity or a higher terminal velocity compared with the lower mass skydiver. This is because there needs a greater drag force to balance his weight. His weight also much greater, so it needs a greater air resistance to balance the weight of the skydiver. That is why he takes a greater time to reach the terminal velocity. And here he opens, and as usual, as before, it comes down like this and comes to a safer landing velocity. That's all. Okay, thank you.